Tucked within the 500-acre Pulpit Rock Conservation Area in Bedford, the Gage's Mill Trail is more than a simple loop. It's a sensory journey into the rugged heart of New Hampshire's glacial and industrial past. Your journey begins at the trailhead off Pulpit Road. For the first several hundred yards, the path is wide and welcoming, cushioned by a thick carpet of white pine needles that muffles your footsteps. Here the forest feels airy and bright. You'll pass through stands of young birch and sturdy oak, where the sunlight filters through in dappled patches. As you follow the yellow blazes, the ground begins to tilt. You are standing on the edge of a massive geological lip, preparing to descend into the ravine carved out by the melting of the Laurentide ice sheet thousands of years ago. As the trail droops down towards Pulpit Brook, the environment undergoes a dramatic transformation. The dry, unplanned pines give way to ancient, shaggy-barked hemlocks. These trees create a deep woods microclimate, significantly cooler and more humid than the trailhead. The descent requires focus. You'll navigate over tangled roots and glacial flour, fine silt left behind by the glaciers. The further you go down, the louder the brook becomes, shifting from a distant whisper to a constant tumbling roar. This is the sound that Solomon Gage bet his future on in the 19th century. At the bottom of the ravine, you reach the site of Gage's sawmill. Take a moment to stand among the stones. The massive granite blocks you see weren't moved by machines. They were hauled there by teams of oxen and positioned by hand. You can still see the iron drill marks in some of the stones, evidence of the plug and feather method used to split the granite. Imagine Solomon Gage standing exactly where you are in the 1840s. He built this mill during a period of industrial optimism, but he was at the mercy of the seasons. In the height of summer, the brook would often slow to a trickle, leaving his saws silent. By the 1850 census, his mill was no longer listed as active. Continuing past the mill site, the trail hugs the edge of Pulpit Brook. This is the most scenic portion of the hike. The water weaves through glacial erratics. Boulders the size of small cars dropped here by retreating ice. If you continue just a bit further to where the Gage's Mill Trail intersects with the Ravine Trail, you'll encounter the crown jewel, the Pulpit. This is a 30-foot deep, jagged gorge where the water has carved smooth potholes into the bedrock over millennia. Stand on the footbridge and look down. The sheer verticality of the stone walls is a humbling reminder of the power of water over time. The return journey is a steady, heart-pumping climb back into the highlands. As you ascend, notice how the moisture of the ravine fades and the air warms. You'll likely spot chipmunks darting between the stone walls that once marked old pasture boundaries, a sign that this entire forest was once open farmland before the trees reclaimed it. As you reach your car, you're not just finishing a hike, you're returning from a 200-year trip into Bedford's rugged interior.